This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
It's Bob here. I got a question.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes. It is the third day of June 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your little Power Trip morning show. My name is Chris Hockey. Here we are. Completely different weather field this morning as you wake up. Hope you enjoyed a safe storm yesterday, even though it was lightning and stuff. I don't think any tornadoes on the ground. I could be wrong about that. Hell, I should check the news before I say something like that, but I do know this. It's Tuesday, and the tornado that is Marnie Galarnar will be here, and maybe Johnny Bones. Why wouldn't he be here? Of course he's going to be here. Whatever. Here's comedy. It's Greg Warren on the Power Trip Morning Show on a lovely Tuesday morning. You got the Tuesday tired? That's okay. We're your audible caffeine. Come on in. My name is Chris Hockey, and I am glad you are here.
I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I made it through the summer without getting poison ivy, and I don't know what that plant looks like. Like their hints are not very good. Leaves of 3, let it be. Oh, thanks for the poem, but it didn't work. This thing, is that how we're handling poisons now? Rhymes. When it comes to nerve gas, say, I pass. It's not. What I decided is no more nature. No more nature. Here's my poem. If it's a plant, I can't. In any event, stay on the cement. That's how I'm going to live my life.
And I was in Miami in my new beach house. We're just playing by the rules.
The finish line is waiting.
Steal the show.
Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
It's Tuesday, June 3rd, Power Trip Morning Show. Corey, Chris, Paul, good morning, everybody. Good morning, guys. I mean that you two and the Twin Cities.
Yeah, good morning, Bob.
Yeah, good morning, everybody, right? Is that what we're supposed to say? Good morning, guys?
Yeah.
What's that bit?
I think
we haven't done that bit in a while.
Have a good day.
I forgot how that bit
Tell
went.
everybody what time it is.
Good morning, everybody. It's 5:33.
It's just bad radio is all it is.
I guess.
Lazy.
Yep.
Bobby DB Dop. How the hell are you guys? What's new? Anything?
What is new?
All right. Good.
What
good
changes?
Answer.
What's new? Well, I mean, we can say that today we have a chance for an epic sequel, correct?
Sure do.
We're allowed
Today's
to say
the
that,
day.
are we not?
Today's the day. There may like it, but this one is
yeah.
ours. Yeah, I'm sure. Why not?
We famously, how long ago was it? Like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago? How long ago
That was
was
a year
the,
ago, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We went to an agency as a group, and that's when Sauce famously told the story about killing bunnies with a lawnmower in front of 98% women.
And 99% non-listeners.
Yep, and it was one of the most epic, awesome moments in most of our lives. It was awesome. And today we're going to a different agency.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait to see what you do today.
Yeah. We should charge admission for it. But
we could sell some tickets to this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we could sell, but we're going to disappoint them.
Yeah.
Because it mean nothing. There may be nothing.
Yeah. I may just get up there and go, what they said.
Yeah.
Well, what's your plan?
I don't have one yet. But I didn't have one when I did the one bit.
Yeah, we could tell.
Yeah.
He's at his best when he doesn't have a plan.
A man without a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck today.
Good luck to you, buddy.
I hope tomorrow we do 3.5 hours on whatever it is you say today.
Yeah, what could possibly? What if he goes in there and and somebody screams his name, runs up and lights him on fire?
I mean, that'd be a great bit.
Like save the bunnies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was
that's
a protester.
great.
Yeah,
like
that'd be
a
a great bit.
pro-rabbit protest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Or what if, somebody yells, kill the rabbits?
Yeah.
At least they're on your side.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you live in fear
of
pro-rabbit protesters?
Be honest, please.
No, not really. I haven't had any yet. No, I'm not afraid of it. No.
Do you live in fear of small doorways?
Oh.
Wow.
Do you live in fear of
weight jokes?
No, that was trying to be a head joke, but I guess it is a weight joke as well.
He took it to the limit.
Yeah.
Well,
I can see how I could go that way, too.
Speaking of large heads,
Certainly not.
yesterday we were at Target and we were looking for...
Oh, geez, look at the butt on there.
Great scene. We were looking for hats, right?
Oh,
or I
dear
was.
God.
And
Why do you do it to yourself?
The outdoor section?
Not me. We were looking for hats for... we weren't looking for hats, but we walked by some kids' hats.
What?
For my son.
No, I
And they didn't fit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's starting. See, I thought when he was in the womb that the doctors were saying absolutely normal-sized head for a
Yep.
for a kid that's however many months in.
Yep. Every time we went for the ultrasound, we asked, and they were said, no, he is a
normal-sized
head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's happening.
It's happening, yeah. Yep.
Well, best of luck.
Yeah.
I wish I could play the MASH theme right now.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah. And every time I handed her a different hat, it was pretty snug
Yeah.
on the little guy's head. So, yeah.
I'm sure he's got a beautiful head on him.
Yeah, he does.
You can try just throwing an adult-size hat on him.
Yeah, I don't
It'll
want to
fit.
do that yet.
Yeah.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know. He's 5 months old.
He probably didn't care.
He probably, he doesn't know.
You got a big old brain in there.
Hopefully, yeah.
Gonna look like Megamind.
That'd be great. Well,
I mean,
juicy.
Yeah.
Well,
best of luck
yeah.
to
Good
little Louie.
Good luck
Yeah,
to
he'll
you.
be fine.
He's a beautiful man.
Yeah, he is. He's a cute
beautiful
kid.
man. He is beautiful man.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when you were 19?
Not
A little
really.
bit.
Yeah. Do you think at 19 you could have slaughtered somebody and wrote Helter Skelter on the wall in their blood?
Not at 19.
Not at 19. At 44, yes.
Maybe when you're sitting in traffic on 494.
Oh, boy.
I say that because this is Patricia Krenwinkel,
Yep.
who is going to get parole. She was a part of the Manson family.
The thing I try to remember sometimes is that what I am today is not what I was at 19. And I can only tell you, I have been with something that started only as one woman with one man that turned into one of the most disastrous, most horrendous, most abominable situations that could possibly come out of it. I guess when I start thinking of myself, mostly the word that comes to mind is what a coward that I found myself to be, and what I allowed myself and where I allowed myself to go.
Paul, your hands up.
Patricia Woodhawk.
I don't think so.
She's 77.
Yes, she certainly is.
She's getting paroled?
She certainly is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So walk me through how gruesome the bit was. What did she actually do?
Let's take a look, shall we? At the Tate LaBianca murders. Krenwinkel was a participant in the murders on August 9th of 1969 on Cielo Drive. After stabbing Abigail Folger, Krenwinkel went back inside and summoned Tex Watson, who also went out and stabbed Abigail Folger, heir to the Folger riches. During her trial, Krenwinkel said, "I stabbed her and I kept on stabbing her. When asked how she felt, Krenwinkel replied, I felt nothing. I mean, what is there to describe? It was just there, and it was right. She participated willingly in more murders the following night. She recounted during her December 29th, 2016 parole hearing the events of the night of August 10th, 1969, along with Manson, Watson, Atkins, Clem, Leslie Van Houten, and Linda Caspian. She went to the home of the LaBiancas, where she and Watson and Van Houten murdered the couple. When she was questioned, she claimed the only thing going through her mind at that time was, now he won't be sending any of his children off to war. Before hitchhiking back to Spawn Ranch, the trio stayed a while in the LaBianca home, eating food, showering, and playing with the LaBianca's 2 dogs.
Jesus.
She was 19, now she's 77. Can you ever?
But she murdered 3 people.
Yes.
She was an active participant in 3 murders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. Can I take a really, really strong stance?
I'd like you to take a strong stance.
A hot sports take at 5:40 on a Tuesday morning?
It's a hot murder
I don't know how you're going to take a sports take, but yes.
She should die in prison.
Yes.
Yes,
agreed.
she should.
How are they letting her out? I don't understand that.
I don't know. I guess...
this is... she's rehabbed?
I guess.
Well, they tried to make her go to rehab, and she killed them.
Look, there's a whole other debate we can have on some other day about whether or not, like, the point of prison is rehabilitation, right? Like, let's get offenders on the straight and narrow and back into society. If you murder 3 people, you relinquish the opportunity to come back to society, right?
But you're right. I mean, I would call
it's
it
over.
Sure, but I wouldn't do it on radio. But yes, you're correct.
Well, strong stance. I would not let her out. If I was on the parole board, I would say, no, you are staying in.
Wouldn't it be something if she got out and she just went on a murder spree?
Yeah. That'd be sad. A 77-year-old woman, wouldn't you? That'd be probably easy to get out of her way, though,
Well,
right?
but it depends on the kind of murder spree she went on, wouldn't it?
Like if she started poisoning Tylenol?
That could be it. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be like that one guy
That
is
guy's
so
the worst.
creepy.
That guy's the worst.
He's the worst.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
How he got away with so much stuff, I have no idea.
How he got away with cutting that guy up and leaving him in his attic.
I know. But he didn't get his Miranda rights, so he walked away from it?
Correct. How about that?
How does that possible?
Right.
That's not common sense,
No.
Corey.
No. This lady...
Who, Big Patty?
Yeah, Big Patty was sentenced for 7 counts of first-degree murder in August 9th of 1969.
Yeah, you're done.
She was put on death row, but of course, all of them weren't killed because California abolished the death penalty.
Right.
Okay, fine. Then she doesn't get the death penalty, but she doesn't get to go on vacations.
Yeah.
That means she could go to the beach and have fun.
Right near the beach.
Right. She could get like a frozen margarita and kick her feet up on the beach, and that's not something she should be allowed to do.
Yeah, agreed. Also known as Big Patty, Marianne Scott, Katie, Yellow, and, for some reason, Marnie Reeves.
Oh.
Marnie.
What do you got to say about Marnie now?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was another Marnie outside of the one from Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Well, all right. End of rant. I just can't believe they're letting her out.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. When did she get out?
It doesn't say a date yet. She was recommended to be released on parole.
Oh, recommended. So, like, does that mean, though, that it's
Yes.
for sure? Done deal?
The parole board will vote on it, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I think once it's been given the old thumbs up,
Yeah.
I think the parole board's the one when they give her the thumbs up. I think there's somebody who can say nah, but I don't know for sure.
Well, let's hope that's the case. I hope somebody with some brain steps in and goes, no.
Yeah.
I don't care that she was 19.
Right.
She's an adult. She murdered 3 people.
Yeah.
And not just like
viciously.
accidentally.
Right.
Whoops,
viciously
sorry.
and randomly.
Yes.
Just did it.
All because a 4'4" man told her to.
He was taller than that.
He doesn't have to. Do you have any Manson?
I do.
Did we delete that?
No.
Yeah. Oak hated that.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Oak's dead?
No, Charlie is.
Oh, yeah.
Rest-
Charlie
rest-
is
See
dead.
murder.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Like that guy in that guy's attic.
Yeah, how about that?
I just don't know.
No,
that's not common sense.
And not only did he walked like he was
with
so
a swag.
like he was confident.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, all right, I may have done it, but you didn't read me my Miranda rights. I'm going to move on.
That's right.
It was...
That's weird one.
Yeah, it's weird.
How about has anybody watched the Mortician yet?
No, what's that on?
That is was it Max? Maybe Apple TV? It's Apple TV, and it's one episode a week. And I watched the first episode last night, and this guy's nuts too. This guy's nuts.
Is it a documentary as well?
Documentary as well. It's about a mortician cremating bodies, and he said, "You know what?
Oh boy,
one at a time's good, but what if I threw as many bodies in at one time as possible?"
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yeah, save on some, heating.
Yeah. Speaking of sea murder, is Bonus coming in?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. He loves murder.
He's
and
bringing
seas.
coffee.
Wow.
That's right. You heard what I said.
Man.
I don't know. The world's gone mad.
Yeah, it's over.
I don't know if it's over, but the world's gone mad.
Sauce, we talked a lot about Patricia Krenwinkel
sure
in
did.
segment 1. Like, we really leaned hard in on
And remember,
all things
Corey had a
Krenwinkel.
hard take on her.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah. Did.
Remember I had that really bold stance of,
Remember?
like, she shouldn't get out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who also supports my stance?
My amazing friends at Gutter Helmet, gutterhelmetmn.com. Never clean your gutters again.
All right, more of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
She loves to get the best of me.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Man.
Hey, good morning, everybody. You know, it's dumb. Welcome back to the Patrick Morning Show. Nick Barrett, a UPS driver from Cantonsville, Maryland, had the chance to qualify for the U.S. Open. But he didn't sign his card within the allotted amount of time after the first 18 holes, and he was disqualified.
Yep.
He shot a 73. 31-year-old UPS driver plays a great round. He's getting his, all things are great, and he doesn't sign it. He does sign it. He just doesn't do it within the 20 minutes he needed to. And now he's not going to be like, what a bunch of DAs.
Yeah, look.
Get over yourselves.
Talking about golf etiquette and golf rules when you're a non-golfer, I'm sure golf fans are just going to, I don't know, have 53 different reasons why we're wrong. But the fact that everybody has to, quote, like, sign their scorecard, even in majors and things, it's like, what?
Right.
Professional golfers have to keep track of their own score. I get everybody, when you go to the public course, has to play by the honor code. Right? You sign your name, that's your word. When you get to the pros or when you're trying to qualify for the U.S. Open, don't they have somebody following them around?
Every group has somebody following
So this
them.
guy right here, a UPS driver, you said?
UPS driver, yeah.
Does that guy have somebody following him around?
I would guess if it's to qualify for the U.S. Open. Yeah, I would guess, yeah. Yeah.
How hard can it be to have one, quote, official per group to make sure everybody's scoring correctly?
I mean, it isn't. I've never understood that.
Never understood that.
Like you see,
you
like
have to be your own referee.
Like when Scotty won the PGA or whatever we bet on a month ago, and he was like sitting there and he put his son down on the ground and then he had to sign. It's like, what? Yeah. It's not like I don't. Yeah. The PGA stuff's weird, and that's where like it loses a lot of people. But
what if that's the closest that guy ever gets?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
What if that was his
ridiculous.
one shining moment and you rob it from him? No, again, the golf fans might swing right back, no pun intended, and go, well, that's his responsibility. Like he's the one that screwed it up. Have a little, self-responsibility. I'd say I don't disagree, but for God's sakes,
well, hold on.
How about
Maybe,
common sense?
How about this? How about this? Maybe, perhaps, perchance. The guy knows he's got to sign his card, but because he's a UPS driver, he doesn't know he has only 20 minutes to do it.
Correct.
Because apparently he just barely missed the 20-minute window.
Or what if, like you just said, what if he's celebrating with his family because he cannot believe he's going to get to play in the U.S. Open?
Or what if he's got a terrible case of the runs?
Yeah,
exactly.
That.
All right, so what are we more upset about?
Yes.
The UPS driver not making the U.S. Open?
Sure.
or a 3-time murderer being paroled? Let's go around the room. What are you more disappointed in? The guy not getting to play the U.S. Open or Patricia getting freedom? Paul, you go first.
The guy not playing the U.S. Open.
Okay, Chris?
Really? I'm going to go the opposite of that. I'm going to say Patricia Krenwinkel, also known as Marnie.
I was saucy.
Yeah. Oh, bonus wants a murderer.
I like the 77-year-old murderer on the streets.
Off.
That's what
Walk
I
it
want.
off.
That's right.
Yeah. Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Because she likes to party.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
Oh, Johnny Bones.
Hi, Johnny.
Hi,
Bones.
kids.
Hey, thanks for
Thanks for the coffee.
You were talking about prison.
Oh, no.
Go on.
Next time you are in Philadelphia, there is a really cool, I guess, tourist thing there. Just outside the city, back in basically one of the very first prisons in America was built in Philadelphia, and it's still there.
Yeah.
And you walk past it, and you're like, what the hell is that? Because it looks like a castle. But in the early start of colonial America, there was a debate going on about what we should do with prisons in this new world, right?
Yeah.
Do you know why a penitentiary gets its name, the root of penitentiary?
No idea.
Penance.
Penitence. Yeah, right. It's trying to seek forgiveness for what you have done. And so one of the philosophies was, the other one was one done in New York, which was, I think, Sing Sing. But it was that they built a prison where instead of like a general holding cell for everyone, which is basically what prisons were like, I guess, in England at the time, every prisoner had their own cell, and the idea was to provide them lots and lots of time and quiet to pray, to seek penitence. So much so that the guards would walk down the hallways with socks without their shoes on to try and keep it quiet and so on. So it was a little bit like, and you weren't allowed to talk to any of the prisoners in any of the cells or anything like that. And so it was a little bit like, what do you call it when you put a prisoner all by himself?
Solitary confinement.
It was a little bit like solitary confinement, which drives people nuts, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, that prison it started as a reform thing back in the early 1700s. I think it was probably rebuilt several times, but it finally closed in like 1970. And
right after Krenwinkel got done stabbing everybody.
Correct.
Oh, terrible timing.
It finally closed in like 1950, 1960, 1970, something like that. And then it sat deserted for years until they kind of started making it into like a Halloween attraction. You could go to this old prison.
That's a genius idea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then they turned it now into a museum, like a museum on prisons, like the history of prisons in America and such. And it's really good. And of course, it was built way outside the city of Philadelphia back in 1750, which means it's about 8 blocks from the Rocky Museum in downtown. Oh. It's really easy to get to. So anyway.
Hey, can I try something?
Sure.
Let's see if we're all on the same page.
You going to kiss, John?
No.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not on that page.
As a guy who doesn't know much about religion and lives life through pop culture sunglasses.
Sure.
There's only one place, essentially, I have ever heard the word penitent. Anybody know what it's from?
Yeah. It's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Exactly.
Oh, wow.
It's one of the challenges at the end where it's only the penitent man will pass. And then Harrison Ford, he's going, penitent.
Yeah.
Penitent, he'd be humble.
That's
And kneel before getting kneel. And he avoids the blades and stuff. And I'm like, and of course, I'm like, I don't know, 10 years old going, what the hell does penitent mean? And I had never heard that word before, and I don't think I've essentially ever heard it used since then, except for when I'm watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Dad's favorite one.
Got him.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's great.
You call him Dr. Jones.
East State Penitentiary. Check it out. It's one of the underrated weird things to see.
I don't like it.
Oh, well, don't go there.
Okay. That's fair too.
I just now then I didn't even back. I never put penitentiary and
I didn't either.
penitent together.
I didn't until I was standing in a closed penitentiary.
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense as soon as you think about it for 2 seconds. But wow. Okay, well, see, we learned something. Let's go home.
Thanks, Boney.
Before 6, we learned something.
Yeah, way to go, buddy.
Damn.
I am sorry about that. I did not mean to do that to you.
No, it's good. He likes it.
Okay, all right.
No, we like learning.
All right.
I learn about one thing every 4 weeks, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good for June. 3 days in.
Do you think Marty Krenwinkel is penitent?
Nope.
No.
Whatever.
There are no penitent Marnies.
Good to know.
Well said, Bodie.
Yeah.
Well
No.
said. Oh, it's pouring.
I'm not a racist.
All right.
Yeah,
Macho
no,
Man.
it's
Nobody
only
was
going
talking
to
to
rain
you.
while we're on the air today.
Yeah.
Straight, damn it.
Yeah.
The whole, yeah.
Did you get weather last night, Alex?
I did, man. It rained like crazy. I was in Menards, which is the biggest roof in the history of man, and it sounded like the world was ending. I loved it.
Yeah.
I love rain on a big old tin roof. And a cat on a hot tin roof as well, because I like to hear him go, oh, this hurts.
The good news about the thunder and lightning is that our dog did not seem to react to it at all.
Well, that's good.
Yes,
How is the dog?
She's a challenge.
Oh, she's a challenge.
She's great, but she's a little bit of a challenge.
Oh, she's a puppy.
She's got things exactly backwards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, so
On
she's got
something.
the thing in the front and the thing in the back?
Yeah.
Well, you and I should talk, because I, for about 10 years, had a dog with twisted lady parts, and she would pee on her back foot.
I'm always
We
on
can
the
talk.
back foot.
All right.
Front Page Sports is next. Bonus is here. Marnie's going to be here in like an hour. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Seems like tomorrow, maybe already gone. We both changed. We're not young anymore.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Dear Lord, in the past for me.
Don't open the door when I'm in the middle of a sentence. Am I right? Hey, welcome back. Power Trip Morning Show.
That was close.
That was close.
You're correct, though.
I had to edit my...
Yeah. Yeah, well, I opened the door.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was like watching Neo dodge the bullet in slow motion.
Hi, Maxo.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's TV
John
life?
Bonus, Max, John
It ain't
Bonus.
bad.
Hey, Max.
What's
Good
up,
to see you
Bonnie?
again.
Good to see you again. It was nice to hang out with y'all. Sorry I had to dip so quickly.
No, that was fun.
But it was good to meet Rosa.
Yeah.
Did you get her
See
high?
you, doggy?
I did not get her high, not yet. And it's not a first time
Sounds like
thing.
she might need to get high.
More like a third time thing.
Yeah. Well, we got sports to talk about, guys. So let's do it.
Do we?
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Thanks, Holiday. You guys are the best. Buy two, get one free for a limited time. When it comes to Red Bull, if you want to go to Holiday, mix and match any flavors you want, you can try their summer edition, White Peach, for a limited time as well. Buy
You're a
two,
white
get
peach.
one free. Red Bull at Holiday.
Got that right.
I mean, the white part's right. I don't know if anybody would describe me as a peach.
You're a real peach. You're a real peach.
Maybe on the message boards.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, you got that
Peach emoji.
Got that right.
The Minnesota Twins won 10-4 over the Sacramento A's.
It's just the A's.
Buxton, 2 of 5 with 5 RBI. Brooks Lee, 2 of 5 with 2 RBI. Ty France, 3 for 5 with 2 RBI. The bullpen combined 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs. They relieved Joe Ryan, who went 5 innings, scattered 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
He kind of bunched a bunch of those hits, to be honest.
Looks like it. Didn't scatter them?
They scored 6 runs early in the second inning. Had a nice 2-out rally, basically. And then I thought it was going to be kind of a laugher the rest of the game. You've got Ryan on the mound. He's basically been the team's ace. But he gave up 1 in the first. He gives up 3 in the fourth. He gets to the 5th, bases loaded, no outs. Somehow gets out of that jam. And after that, they turned it over to the bullpen because his pitch count had gotten to 100. And by then it's 6-4. But then they started adding some insurance runs off the A's bullpen the rest of the game. So
Yep, Twins are 32-27. The A's are 23-38. 3 more at Sacramento starting tonight at 9:05. Lopez versus Lopez.
that's right. The Twins have been I mean, they sometimes kind of get criticized for the opposite of this. Underneath Rocco Baldelli, they have tended to beat up bad teams. They have really, I mean, they got swept the Orioles this year twice.
Yeah.
I think they swept the Angels. They I think they were 12-1 versus the White Sox last year, and they're doing well against the White Sox this year. So this is how the Twins tend to pad their record during the regular season, is beating up on bad teams. And the A's right now are kind of a bad team. They've got a good offense, and they play in a small ballpark, so you can't assume most leads are safe. But yeah, they've got 3 more games versus them, and it'd be nice to go at least 2-3, take 3 out of 4, and get back after losing 2 out of 3 versus Seattle.
Johnny Beans Bones.
Yes, sir.
Isn't there a rule about how big the sons of bitchin' ballparks ought to be?
Yeah. I mean, there are minimums on that. I suppose things like, Fenway's Green Monster is sort of grandfathered in on that. But you've got 2 teams now playing in essentially minor league ballparks because their major league ballparks are no longer available to them. So one by choice and one by hurricane. So, it is what it is. And they're playing in Sacramento, and we'll see how long they play in Sacramento or if they ever make it to Vegas.
What is that supposed to mean? Of course they're going to make it to Vegas.
Well, listen, you can't count chickens till you hatch, can you?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a great point.
I think there's still some question as to whether or not the owners want Fisher to get away with this, and whether or not they want to continue to have Vegas available as an alternate option for all of the rest of them when they blackmail their cities for stadiums. So, yeah, I mean, let's see, what was that today? They were talking about or yesterday during the game. They could only move so far away from Oakland as part of their deal. So that's why they're in Sacramento as opposed to going someplace else in between. And then on top of that, because of this move, they had to have a minimum amount of payroll. That's why they gave away. Everybody's like, hey, Oakland's actually spending some money in the offseason. Well, it's because it was required. Like, for them to move, they had to have a minimum payroll, which other teams don't have. No other teams have minimum payrolls. But Oakland does, which is why they ended up signing Severino, who the Twins faced last night. So it's nice to actually get a win off of him.
The Twins are 7 games behind first place Detroit, who is 40-21. That is the best record in Major League Baseball.
Wow. Yeah, I can't quite figure out what's going on with that.
Yeah, the Twins are tied for 5th best in the AL. So if the playoffs started today, and they don't, the Twins would be a wild card.
Oh.
Twins faced Detroit earlier in the season. I did not take a look at that Detroit team and think, this is going to be a 100-win team. But right now, they're probably on pace to be like a 120-win team. Like, they could go 500 right now and be almost a 100-win team. So I might be wrong about them. And we did not see Scooble when they faced us, so maybe I'm underestimating who they are.
Brilliant. Well played.
That's their Cy Young award-winning rookie, basically. So
I didn't think they'd have the hitting. I think we all knew they'd have the pitching. I didn't think they'd have the hitting that they have this season.
That has been the difference. What's the name of the guy that was kind of perennial disappointing?
That was Rafael Nadal.
Happy birthday, Rafael Nadal.
Happy birthday.
2-sport athlete.
Anyway, yeah, they're hitting, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Twins face them straight up and see how it goes.
Straight up.
That's right. Give that man
the
his
Rockies
money.
won as well. They won 6-4 over the Marlins. The Colorado Rockies now 10-50. That ends an 8-game losing streak.
On their way up.
So we went and saw a game at Denver the week before last. For her birthday.
Wow. Okay, that's a pretty good Rocky Balboa impression. Now do a Rocky Dennis impression from the movie Mask.
I'm beautiful inside.
Well played. What a turn of events that was.
Thank you.
Now do Rocky from Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Now do Rocky talking to Sling Blade.
Which Rocky?
I come to him, and there goes the little
What?
We got another good night. You like eating Adrian? The time I didn't realize I'd be your ass.
Wow.
I'm gonna get on down and get them panties.
Saquon Barkley is the Madden cover athlete of 2026. He'll be on Madden 26's cover with the reverse hurdle.
It's the perfect picture.
Yeah, it really is. It's the home run, right? Yeah. Everybody said it's a video game move, so naturally it should be on the video game cover. He was also added to the 99 club. Now, my guess is if anybody gets this, they read it. Because I can't believe anybody's going to get this.
Mike's, no. Read it.
Okay.
He is the first Eagle to join the 99 club on Madden since 2006. Who was a 99?
Terrell Owens.
That's what I was
2006.
Was it Tio? No.
Tio?
I mean,
it's not McNabb. Was it Dawkins? It can't be Deshaun Jackson, right? He didn't play that early, right?
No. Wasn't Donovan.
Definitely not. Got to be someone on the defense. Or is it one of the offensive linemen?
No, he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't care if it was an offensive lineman. I don't know. I'm looking at boobies.
But how is it not McNabb?
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be 99, though.
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, wasn't he on the cover that year?
I don't know, Marco.
Was he?
Who is it, Corey?
Not an offensive player. Chrissy's probably screaming into her radio right now, Bonus. She knows this.
This is a defensive lineman.
Nope.
Was it a corner?
Nope.
Had to be a safety.
Is it a kicker?
Nope. Kicker.
No.
Who the hell was
their kicker?
Oh. I think it was, am I right in saying
Happy
it was
birthday.
Anderson Cooper?
Happy birthday, Anderson.
Happy birthday, Anderson Cooper, AC360. Happy birthday.
Am I right?
Who the hell was their kicker?
Was it Jake Elliott?
David Akers in 06, the last Eagle to be a 99.
Wow.
Wow.
What the hell?
Which is surprising.
That's an automatic.
That one Chrissy
game.
was screaming in.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
She knows
God.
One of her classmates ran his foundation. So
is that right?
Yeah.
Every year I say I'm not buying that stupid video game. Every year I buy that stupid video game.
Yeah.
It's been the same thing since like 2005, but you build a super team Maxo and you just dominate.
Yep, that's all you do. Yep, you put it on rookie.
Turn trades on easy and you just take whoever you want.
Oh, yeah. Take control of the other team and just give everything to your team.
Yep, correct.
And then you play them in the regular season and beat them by 50.
Yep, correct, because it's a video game.
Exactly. Don't care.
All right, according to a quick Google search, let's hope this is correct. I didn't have time to fact check it, but we're going to go with it.
Let's just go. Who cares?
The Google AI overview claims there are 4 Vikings in history to be in the 99 club on Madden.
That's
Adrian
true.
Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, Madden
Moss.
2014.
Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
This says Moss was not.
Oh,
what?
That's like I said,
Madden's.
I didn't have time to fact check, but I can't believe he wasn't.
That's like Madden's favorite player.
Did Harry Smith get on there in 99?
No.
Did Kevin
Williams?
No. By the way, I love even at the bottom of it, AI responses may include mistakes. Yep. It's crazy how often they're wrong.
Yeah,
but,
I'm sick of AI videos that try to trick me, by the way.
Well, there's wow.
Aren't you?
According to the AI search, we can double check this, or if somebody knows exactly where this is to confirm this, they say Justin Jefferson, Randall McDaniel, Jared Allen, Adrian Peterson have all been 99s.
Okay.
Sweet.
I also am floored that Moss back in the day was not.
Yes, Randy Moss has a 99 overall. This is also AI, so take it. I just asked it, was Randy Moss a Madden 99?
He should have been. He was one of the most unstoppable video game characters of all time.
Maybe he was in New England.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, maybe. That's a good point. But Madden in Madden 99, he was unstoppable. You just throw it up in the air and you'd move on.
Can I just tell you something right now, Corey?
Yeah.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
One of the prettiest faces of all time.
You got to see her now.
No, she's still a smoke show.
She looks like the housewife next door who just got divorced. But it's amicable and everybody's okay. And her kid's a little older now, so she's got some time.
You watch them.
This is sitting close to home.
And so, please don't stop me. And so, and she's got a pool in the backyard, right? And she's often home by herself, especially during the day. And so she goes out in her bathing suit with her thong bottoms on, and she struts around. And you're looking out your bedroom window, looking at her.
And through the blinds?
Yeah.
No. You got the window open.
Oh, proudly.
Yeah, and
boldly.
You're 100% sure she knows you're looking at her. And she keeps dropping things.
Brilliant.
Have I set the scene for you guys?
Oh, yeah.
And so you look at her and you think to yourself, I think she knows that I'm looking out my window with my thing out.
Her thing's out.
Nose thing.
Am I right about that, Max? You're looking at her.
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth, Hog.
I described the scene perfectly. Did I not?
You really did. You were F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah, she's so pretty.
She's so pretty. She gets prettier. She gets older.
When I was in high school, I wasn't one of those pervy kids with a bunch of hot chicks with bikinis all over my wall. But posters on the wall that I had in my bedroom. This is no joke. I had Green Day's Dookie cover.
Yep.
That poster. I had the Weezer Blue album.
Yep.
I had the
Michael
311 Blue album poster. I had the Rage Against the Machine self-titled one.
Yeah.
I had Nirvana's In Utero. And then I had a Tiffany Amber Thiessen poster.
Yeah.
Because I thought when she was on Saved by the Bell, she was about the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. Huge fan. And like you just said, she is aging like fine wine.
Yeah.
She is so pretty still.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times
Love
did you
Tiffany
clobber
Amber
yourself
Thiessen.
looking at that thing?
The In Utero cover?
Yeah.
Throw down your umbilical noose.
Yeah, I like looking at an angel's intestines. Don't kink shame. That's my kink. No, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, a 10 out of 10.
That's right.
Seems
babe.
really likable too. Every time I've seen her on TV, she seems super down to earth and humble. I have no idea if she is, but she seems super cool.
She'd be great on this show.
Yeah,
We'd be close.
Tiffany,
friends.
if you're listening,
Yeah.
come to the Twin Cities and. Hang on. Her PR team just reached out to me via email. She's only available on Friday.
What?
So she'll have to come in and play initials.
Yeah.
Bummer. I would have loved to book her on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. But Chad, if you're listening, Tiffany Amber Thiessen only available 7:30 to 9 Friday mornings.
And hey, close circuit to Marnsey. Invite Tiffany over, and I will come to your pool party.
Otherwise, he's busy.
Yeah, if that's the case, Chris is going to want to use your compost toilet.
Oh.
I'm going to use your neighbor's bedroom window.
Okay, what really matters is next. Power Trip Morning Show fan.
Don't miss out on the classic musical Grease at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. Experience the nostalgia of high school in the 50s with this musical based on the iconic film. Head over to our contest page for your chance to win a pair of tickets, including dinner for two. That's KFAN.com. Keyword contest to enter today.
All right, we'll do what really matters in a second. Scores and stats around the world of sports. John Bonus, anything else you want to discuss? Puppy's good, life's good, the twins are good.
I'm good. Yeah. Anything else we need to cover?
I mean,
if you get a chance to go to see the Rockies in mid-July when the Twins go to visit, go there. Because that is a great place to watch a baseball game.
Well, Colorado's God's
Colorado's
country,
elite.
is what I call it.
Did I tell you guys about the pregame at Colorado Rocky at Coors Field?
No.
I don't think so.
Because this is something I would love to see. The Twins are kind of trying to do this on some Saturdays. If you go to the gates at Coors Field open 2 hours early. And the reason they open 2 hours early, and the reason a lot of people show up 2 hours early, is before first pitch, you can get a Coors Draft or Coors Light for $3 at their bar in right field. And their bar in right field literally stretches from, it's like the gray deck sort of, only it stretches from the right field foul pole all the way to center field. And it's 2 levels.
Well, you need that to watch that team.
It's true. I mean, and by the way, they've never, I think only 2 times in their entire existence, including, this year, they will draw 2 million fans.
Wow.
Because it's just such a scene. It's just such a party scene that everybody goes to, and you can drink $3 beers at a ballpark, which is unheard of since 1970. Before the game. So that's where everybody pre-games. Everybody goes to the ballpark 2 hours early, and they stand in right field, and you've got a great view of the field, and you've got a great view of downtown Denver, and you've got a great view of the Rockies from this third deck of the stadium where there's $3 beers. It's a blast. So Twins play there in the middle of July. If you're thinking about going on a road trip to follow the Twins, I would highly recommend going there.
Wow.
So
good.
It's a great place.
Have a beer.
He will.
Have a beer.
Let's do What Really Matters, scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris will change your life for something else, and it's brought to you by Carboni's Pizzeria. Thanks, Carboni's.
Ba-da-ba-da.
I like Coors Light. It's a lawnmower beer, but I enjoy it.
Yep.
It's not sour. Doesn't make my mouth go
Oh, my
like
God.
this.
Sauce ran it over with the lawnmower?
Oh, no.
lawnmower beer.
I probably would have swerved out of the way.
If Chris just put a 6-pack down on your lawn, would you just run it over with the lawnmower?
I don't know. I'd have to ask Danny Kelly if he would run it over because he mows my yard.
Have a beer.
Oh, my God.
Oh, must be nice.
Wow.
Do you mow your yard, Cor?
The Minnesota Wild re-signed Marcus Johansson to a 1-year, $800,000 contract. He's 34 years old, so he's back on a 1-year deal. 11 goals, 23 assists in 72 games with the Wild in 24/25.
I'm going to go outside and stand in the rain.
No one's stopping you.
Yeah. Yeah.
iHeart is.
Pete Bursich is?
Pete is. He doesn't like me standing in the rain. He doesn't like my hair to get wet.
What about my dad?
Your dad doesn't like my hair.
What really matters, though, is this.
It's his teeth?
Yeah, it does.
Crazy.
He used to love me and floss his teeth with my hair.
Your mic's on.
He don't love me no more. He don't bring me flowers.
Oh.
No.
Or sing your love songs?
He does do that. He does. He actually, now you say he does do that. Guys, let's see. Every one of us in here right now is a father. Here is a list of 30 Father's Day gifts under $50 that we will love, according to CNN. Let's see if we love any of them.
We'll be the judge of this.
All right, let's see if we love them.
Half of them.
Would we love Uncommon Goods Salts of Italy gift set?
What?
Salts of Italy?
Yeah, different flavored salts, which I just thought there was one flavor of salt. It was salt.
So just a little NaCl, right?
Yeah, right.
Because Father's Day is all about, getting your dad manly stuff, grilling salt.
like in handy down at Valentine.
I bet if we went through all 50, because I'm a 0 on the Cove Momoa
and
scale.
a 0, period.
Yeah. No, you're not a 0. You're a handsome man.
Thank you. But on the Cove Momoa scale, I'm a 0.
Yeah, sure.
I bet I would want about 3 out of these next 50 things.
Let's find out.
Yeah,
I have no interest in salt.
Again, these are 30 different ones.
Oh,
you don't
30,
want salt.
sorry. 0 for 30. 3 for 30? Yeah, I guess I'd go 10%. I bet it's 3 for 30.
You're good at math.
I'm not opposed to salt.
John likes salt.
I like cooking.
If you got me that, I'd probably end up using it.
Yeah.
Lululemon Unisex Daily Essential Crew Socks.
Probably, yeah. I'd wear those.
I would return the hell out of those and just keep that money because that's probably like $200 right there.
$38 for a 3-pack.
Is it really?
Socks. $38 for a 3-pack of socks.
All right, so you guys be the judge here. I don't mind getting socks, but I don't need Lulu socks.
No, I don't need them to be $38
I'll just
for
tell
three
you
of them.
now.
So does that count, though, as something I would want or not? Because I don't need those.
They're probably
but I would
super
take
comfortable.
Yeah, socks is socks, bitch.
Yeah, not the ones.
Yeah, bitch.
Not the ones that you've used, if you know what I mean.
Let me tell you right now.
Those are gross.
They're going to be especially smooth for
Yeah, you know what those socks are? Those are just fancy ladies that I'm going to treat badly.
Your mic's on.
You know what I mean? You think you're fancy?
You're
Get
too
over
horny
here.
today. You're too horny, dude.
Every sock gets crusty, lady. You just join the rest of the drawer.
How about you're too horny?
Put that on a fortune cookie.
My God.
You're going in the drawer with the rest of them.
Every sock.
But first, you go get crusty.
We need an impromptu meeting.
I just want to teach these Lululemons a lesson.
You know what, Chris? Honestly, go stand out in the rain.
Yeah, correct.
You need to cool off just a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe have a smoke.
That's good that you guys are here because I'm like, yeah. Keep going, Hawk. Yeah, get them. Get those socks.
Pacers at OKC. No, I know we can go back to that. Pacers at OKC Thursday, game 1 of the NBA Finals. OKC heavy favorites to win both the game and the series. Again, that's 7:30 on Thursday. But continuing the list, what really matters is this.
I actually have this one, the All Trails app. For those people who like to go hiking, it's a really, really good app, and you can get an All Trails app and annual subscription for $36.
What does it do?
It tells you, like I put in the hiking trail near me, and it'll come up with all of them that are near you within a certain distance. And then not only that, it tells you how to drive there. And once you get there, it gives you the entire route. You can either look at like a loop if you want to go out and back. Or, and then it tells you how hard the terrain is and shows you pictures other hikers have taken on that trail so you know if you're on the trail or not. And it also shows you how well marked they are because sometimes, like, I was up, I believe it was called the Cannon Falls Trail or something like that, up near Grand Marais, and I was really afraid I was going to get lost, and this app saved my butt.
Wow.
I was in the middle of nowhere, and I was scared.
It's pretty cool.
And even though I didn't have a phone signal, I still had this app working on my phone.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
that's
a
pretty
good,
sweet.
Yeah. The East Fork mug, a cozy morning with his stylish handmade mug.
Nope.
Nah.
I've got enough mugs.
Yeah.
Yep. My Arcade Pac-Man joystick player. It's a tiny little version of Pac-Man.
Nah, that would get boring. Yeah, that'd get boring.
The Coeco Classic Sport fountain pen.
No.
It's one of those pens you actually dip into ink.
No.
That's a waste of time.
Yeah, it's a waste of money.
Give me a powdered wig while you're at it.
Artpix3D.com rectangle keychain where you can put a picture of yourself in the keychain.
No.
What
the hell?
Picture of myself?
Yeah, for your dad.
I see. My dad would not want that.
I gotcha.
That'd be kind of weird.
No, your dad would want a picture of somebody else's kids so you can feel better about life.
Oh.
I just put a picture of Louie.
Yeah, I put his
Jeff walks into court. Oh, who's that picture of the guy with the Insane Clown Posse makeup on? Is that your son? Yes, that's my son, David.
Yeah, just when I start thinking good about myself, I look at my keychain. Brings me right back down to earth.
Oh, is that your sweet little boy with a throwback Sean Kemp jersey on? Oh, adorable. You got
How
a
old is he?
He's in his 40s. Oh, he never grew up. Great.
Oh, look, are you a big fan of Gilbert Grape?
Man.
Nope, that's my son.
That's just how he answers. Nope. That's my son. Yep. It's 4 keychains combined into one.
How many keys do you have, man?
Well, he doubles as a janitor.
Oh, I love that Lawyer Lambert's so depressed he takes on a southern accent. He doesn't even know who he is. And yep, that's my son.
I like it on a hypothetical. He is so embarrassed of his sons that he continues to wear this around town.
I show them off.
Instead of just taking it off and putting it in a drawer or throwing it away, he keeps answering questions about his just loser sons.
Sir, do you have a shoebox in your pocket? No, it's my keychain with my son's head. Picture my son's head on it.
Yeah. All rise.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right. The Stanley Cup Finals start tomorrow, Wednesday at 7 o'clock. The Panthers are at the Oilers, and the Oilers are getting back Connor Brown. He missed a couple of games against Dallas with an undisclosed injury.
Welcome back.
5 goals and 3 assists in 14 playoff games, but Connor Brown back for Edmonton. But what really matters is this.
Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm Trio. The 3-pack
Say
of
that
Jack
again?
Black lip balm.
What?
Great for dads who could use some self-care.
No.
Jack Black has lip balm?
I don't think I think it's the it's a brand I've seen before, and I don't think it has anything to do with Jack Black. I think it
Weird.
might have existed before him.
Dude, so far, if I take the socks out of it, which I would accept but not need.
You wouldn't want them after I've got them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Then I'm like 0 for 9 or whatever it is. 0 for 8, 9, 10, whatever you're at. I wouldn't have wanted one of these things yet. Anybody else?
No.
I don't need the lip balm.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know about that.
All right, keep going.
Here's one. The Inwi portable phone charger for the dad whose phone is always on a low battery. I have multiple portable chargers I carry with me at all times because my guys on the Vikings road trips are always looking for something to charge their phone with.
Yep.
These are always a good thing to have. Doesn't matter which one you have, but have a good one.
I do love that in that setting, you're the team mom.
Yeah, I
love that.
You gotta be. That's
You are,
part of the
yes.
deal.
Yes, you are.
Part of the deal.
You always have something that somebody needs.
I have to have 2 or 3 of everything.
Yep.
But that's a good. Those are good. I don't know if Dad needs one of those or not, but they're good. Glad Fox handcrafted engraved whiskey glass. It's a glass that has a picture of his kids on it, and it says, "We love you, Dad." And again, I got this for Lawyer Lambert, and I put somebody else's kids on it.
Or if you really want him to drink whiskey,
I guess you're right.
Put a picture of his kids on there. Oh, God, Paulie, pour me another shot.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Paul, quit looking at me through that glass.
Dad, I'm going to the gathering of the Juggalos.
Make it a double.
Oh, God, look at the size of this glass.
It's a gallon.
Had to make it a milk jug.
David, what are you doing? I'm reading the felt. Oh, my God. Give me another shot.
It's not just a picture of his kids. It's a picture of his kids playing craps.
Yeah, correct.
One of his kids is playing with crap. He just real bright.
David, what are you and Tommy doing now? We're calling plays in the casino, Dad.
Oh, my.
Oh, my God.
How old is your son? He's in his early 40s.
Is he pretending he's on a football team? Is he 8?
Nope, he's 40.
He works for Best Buy.
Yeah, he's 40.
Could you fill this glass up again, please?
More of what really matters after this is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Fan.
Hey, welcome back. Here we are, Johnny Bones somewhere. I don't know where he is. There he is. Johnny Bones is the baseball man. Johnny Bones, baseball man. How are you, Johnny Bones?
I'm great.
Good. You know who else is good?
Yes.
Suddenly, Byron Buxton.
Yes.
How about that 2-run single in the 6th?
I mean, Buxton has been on fire when he was in the lineup since mid-April, maybe?
Yeah.
Basically about the time that this team started turning it around, Byron Buxton. And he's been mostly healthy up until the point where he and Correa ran into each other and gave each other concussions. And yes, it's a huge boost to have him back to the lineup. This weekend, the Twins got back both Wallner and Buxton in the lineup. We still... Well, maybe yesterday was the first time. They sort of have a big 4 coming into this season of Wallner, Buxton, Correa, and Royce Lewis. I actually don't know if Lewis played in yesterday's game, but we were kind of still waiting. We were still waiting up until at least yesterday for those 4 to all be in the lineup together. They're finally all on the active roster, and now we got to get to see whether or not the Twins' offense is the offense that they plan to have. If it's going to be productive enough to be at least average or above average lineup, which it has not been so far. There's something like 23rd in major leagues right now in runs per game.
Lewis did not play yesterday.
Jeez. Yeah, the name of the Patreon podcast yesterday was it's time we talk about Royce. He was in the midst of an 0 for 30 slump or something like that. That was after having an 0 for 30 slump just a couple weeks ago. He's hitting 130, 160. And that's after struggling the last 2 months of last year. And, he batted 9th on Sunday. And not only did he bat 9th in the lineup, he got pinch hit for by Brooks Lee, who, has got a 630 OPS. Like, he's out not tearing it up exactly either.
A little over a day ago, Sauce tweeted, "Remember when Royce Lewis was good? Me either."
Oh.
And
You
then a
stand
GIF.
by that?
And then a gif of Ron Swanson doing swing and a miss.
That's my favorite new gif.
Sweetie, do you stand by that?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, he said, about a year ago that he doesn't do slumps, and then he immediately went in one, and he hasn't gotten out of it.
Yeah, that was the baseball gods having no mercy.
Yeah, they don't mess around with you.
They do not mess around.
They don't mess around.
Listen, I've got faith that he's going to figure it out. It's just a question of when he's going to figure it out. How much damage does he figure it out, and whether or not he figures it out here or in St. Paul at this point.
I mean, as you guys said in the Gleeman and the Geek podcast yesterday that I listened to most of it, they were batting him ninth. Mm-hmm. That's not good.
I mean, we haven't seen him bat, below seventh, or below seventh or eighth or ninth, basically the whole season. And they finally kind of acknowledged that. He batted seventh versus Tampa a couple times. He batted eighth and ninth versus Seattle. He's only been in the lineup 4 of the last 7 games, I think. One of those was batting eighth. One was batting ninth. Once he got pinch hit for. And I mean, this wasn't a pinch hit where he was facing a right-hander, but, there's a lot of right-handers. You can't be benching him against right-handers. So, he's got to figure it out. And, they've got to figure out what they're going to do with him until he figures it out. So
take me out to
they had to send him down to single A.
Well, that's what they did with Sano.
Yeah, listen. He's got a great attitude. He's got a great attitude. Everybody knows how talented he can be. I think everybody believes that he's going to figure his way out of this thing. It's just a matter of, and there's nothing, punitive going on if he's being sent down to St. Paul. It's just a matter of, we got to figure out some way for you to figure this out, and this doesn't seem to be the place for you to do it. So
that's right.
Lions Pro Bowl center Frank Ragnow says he is retiring kind of out of nowhere. 4-time Pro Bowler, 7 seasons. He's 29 years old. But
only
he's
7 seasons.
Yeah, 29 years old. Out of Chanhassen High School, by the way. Chanhassen.
Of course, yeah.
He said, quote, I've tried to convince myself that I'm feeling good, but I'm not. And it's time to prioritize my health and my family's future. First round pick in 2018. Went to Arkansas. I did have an offer from the Gophers and some other big-time schools, like I think Ohio State or something I read yesterday, Florida State maybe as well. But went to Arkansas out of Chanhassen and then basically kicked a bunch of ass in Detroit, but now he's hanging it up at 29.
That's a hell of a player, and this is a hell of a time to be retiring after the draft.
It's a weird time. It's weird
timing. Tough, man. He must not be feeling good for real.
It's weird timing from a team standpoint. It's not that weird a timing from a player standpoint. When they're looking at, okay, I got to go to training camp. And I think there's a lot of players that I think players regularly talk about, sort of the dread leading into, am I really going to subject myself to this, Yeah,
and for the people that are dumping on him for that reason, going like, wow, nice job
Dwight.
Telling your, your team after the draft, after free agency, like, wow, way to help out your squad. Well, what if he spent the last 5 months working his ass off to try to feel like, let me give it my all and see if I can go. And now he's just like, I can't do this. What if he's done everything right for 5 months and just is like, I got to tap out. I can't do it. And it's not like he left the Lions in the dark. My guess is he told the Lions, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
So have a plan B.
You hope so.
Guys.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't told iHeart that once.
Yeah.
Sorry. My whole body hurts. Stupid job.
No.
Especially my nutsack and my anus.
Wow. Why?
I don't know why.
What do you do when you get here?
It's something about this job.
Your anus?
I gotta
Max has
retire.
that effect on people.
Wow, your poor anus.
I gotta retire now.
All right, Sauce.
You got a what?
Sauce?
Yes, sir.
We don't have a lot of time to think about this because he just dropped this on us. Who else is in their mid-50s who loves Wasp and is obsessed with ladies and who likes to go antiquing? Man, we're in a pinch now.
Yeah.
Say, why did you do this to us? Yeah. We can't find another one of those.
Not now.
Don't worry, I'm back like a basketball player.
Oh, all right, sweet.
Perfect.
Like Paul Pierce with a wheelchair.
I'm glad you're back.
Thank you. I wish you were on your back in a coffin.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
That means
Just
I'm
taking
dead.
a nap. Just taking a nap.
Oh, that means I'm
Just taking a
dead.
nap.
It's comfy.
Not a dirt nap.
Wow.
Just a nap.
Relax.
Hawk, I don't know if you knew that, but Paul has figured out that means he's dead.
I'm fat.
You solved the riddle.
Dead. I have a huge head.
Boy,
My
you nailed
dad
it.
takes multiple keychains. to
Everything you
work.
just, God, I agree with everything you just said for once.
Preach, brother.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sorry, baby.
But what really matters is
I
this.
thought I okay.
It's A-okay.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
we want more
Everybody
gifts.
cool. All right, here we go. What's your name, Sauce?
Yes.
It was on this date. I bet you didn't know this. In the year 1800, President John Adams moved to Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, the White House wasn't quite finished, so he moved into a room above a tavern.
Yeah, you got like an Airbnb.
That's right. Above a tavern. The President of the United States lived just above a tavern for a while.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Times are a little different now.
Yeah, 225 years ago.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Get her done.
There's so many places like that, not necessarily in the 1800s, but do you guys ever look at a spot and go, man, if I was 25 and single, that looks like a fun area to live.
My
but as,
goodness, yes.
But as a 45-year-old, you're like, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
Right? That's how I felt when I, in 2009, I was 29 years old and went to New York and watched my friends, essentially how they live for a week, Joe and Colleen. And I'm like, this is awesome because I'm single, but I just don't know if I could live here later in life or with kids or with a family. No, I've heard a lot of people. I have friends in New York now that think it's awesome to raise a family in New
My
York.
wife's best friend does it.
Yeah, and they say it's awesome. I'm just saying for myself, I just don't think that's the pace I could move at. But man, 26, 27, 28 years old, New York, downtown New York would have been awesome. I think I could have done it. Now I have no interest in doing that. No. None.
I would still love to live in New York.
I was going to, how about 10 years from now, 15 years from now?
Yeah, man.
Not New York.
I can do it right now.
The other side of fatherhood.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do
my
it right
plan.
now. I'd like it. That'd be fun. I'd like to live in like every city for 6 months. Not every city.
It's going to be me. I'm going to be the one cheering on my daughter's graduation, not for her, but just for me when I catch that plane ride. Like, woo! Yeah! See y'all in Tokyo.
Is that where you'd go, Max, if you'd go anywhere?
Yeah, I will live in Japan someday. No doubt. It's a dream of mine for sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hawk, that was originally sort of like our dream
We
retirement
talked
plan
about it.
was to be like, I would spend like 3 months each year in some city. Yeah, 10 different cities throughout the world. Like
Yeah.
Well,
3 months in Sydney, 3 months in. Well, we
pretty
have
close to
sort of
dream.
in the.
Yeah.
We've been taking a lot of pretty long trips, but
Well,
we
you
haven't been
should.
doing that. But
Well, it's too late now. They got
deserve it.
doggy. They
Now
can't
we
do it
got a
now.
dog.
They got
Well,
doggy.
you always have Maxo to get it stoned.
Yeah. Chill
I
it
guess
out a
if you're
little
gonna-
bit.
if you're
Yeah.
gonna live there, you could do it. You know what I mean? Like you
That's
take
true.
doggy with you if you're gonna live there. Don't give up,
Yes.
brother.
No.
Wow. Yeah, don't give up.
The truth is, I've just kind of become attached to Minneapolis. Like I'm excited about the summer of Minneapolis that is upcoming here. There's so much going on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's lots going on. Baby.
Yeah, baby.
yeah, baby.
All right, Twins 10-4 over the A's.
And
3
Rio.
more against the A's. Little 4-game set. Like you said, we dominate bad teams. Let's clean this up.
And then-
let's win like 3 out of 4 minimum.
And then speaking of which, stuff to do in town in Minneapolis, they come back home for the weekend, and Toronto is in town. And Toronto is, Toronto is
say it.
usually a huge draw. It's usually very, very busy at the ballpark.
Weird.
And a lot of Canadians come down for almost always a weekend series. A lot of Canadians come down. Downtown is usually hopping
good day.
that particular weekend.
Did you see the George Springer tag out the other day?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
It was great.
So, Chris, since you saw it, let me
did.
explain it to the listeners.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Of course, Hawk saw
So
it.
Springer gets to third base, but no pun intended with his last name. When he gets to third, he kind of celebrates by hopping on third base, but just barely.
Yeah, just kind of.
So the third baseman or whoever was covering third, I didn't see, doesn't matter, applies a tag, and the ump's like, well, he left the bag. So like they reviewed it or whatever, but they called him out after
call her
review.
that.
Because he's bouncing around on the bag like, yay, I made it to third base.
Yeah.
So he just barely got up in the air celebrating after like the second or third hop and got tagged out. It's like, well, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
You're off the bag,
Yeah,
technically.
you're bouncing around the bag. Buffalo Soldier.
Your name is Springer, and you're springing
Yeah.
on the base. What really matters, though, is this.
You got that right, brother.
Yeah, listen to the Hulk.
That would have been one of those. Remember that? What was the blooper show? The sports, like on the Saturday mornings, they would run those like sports bloopers. Was that like George Michael's sports machine or something?
Like that.
The guy that sings Faith?
Same guy, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know he was that
it would be
into
nice
sport.
if we would watch some sports things.
I'll play it.
Those are the original lyrics.
Yep. There's a mystery surrounding dead animals found in Florida's Pinellas Park. The sheriff's office says it's investigating photos taken on Gende Beach that show at least 20 chickens and a goat that were decapitated. There's no
God,
word.
is it parasitic cat poop again?
I don't know if it was. That's a callback to yesterday's last segment.
Gotta listen to every segment of every show, or this show's not
miss a
good.
minute, you miss a lot.
Yep.
No, they somebody's either it happened naturally or somebody's been decapitating these animals.
Wow.
Jeez, why would you do that?
Probably some kind of ritual.
Oh.
Yeah.
Satan?
Who are you talking to, Corey?
Yes.
You asking for my advice?
No.
Please don't call him that in public.
I won't. Sorry, Daddy.
Got weird in here when you
Is
called me
this Rise?
Satan.
You called him Satan.
And then this music started playing.
Yeah, this is a
just
great
in your
band
head.
called Cold Kingdom.
Oh.
Don't play this backwards.
Is this Rise?
We need to take you down and get your ears cleaned out.
I think we're
This
doing
is
that
Cold Kingdom.
next week.
Yeah, we're supposed to today, but it's going to be next week now, right?
Next week.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Speaking of that, I need a family doctor. My Dr. Mead's retiring. Love you, Dr. Mead. You're the best ever. Man, it's the worst when you got a doctor you love.
You want my recommendation of that?
Yes, I do. Don't get one?
Search for a young doctor.
Oh, like 28-year-old female? Is that what you're
Your
saying?
mic's on.
Are you talking about the rapper, Young Doctor?
Are we talking about the television show, which is great?
No,
you want somebody
there's
to
no way
last.
that's
Somebody's
good.
going to be. I mean, doctors make a fair amount of money. They can retire fairly
I
early if they
know.
want to. You've got to find somebody who's like a 30-year-old.
There ain't too many people in the world you can be comfortable taking it all out in front of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Dr. Mead was the best, and he seemed to admire it.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss him.
Wow.
I'm
Do you
just
think
kidding.
he'll miss you?
No, not anymore.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that is a gift by Dr.
Yeah, I
Mead.
know. I love that guy, so I need a family doctor. I hate
The fake admiration for that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
right.
He came in here, yeah.
Yeah, he's best.
The news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. Marnie should be here in a second. John Bonus is here. We're back after this on the Fan.
Okay, have you heard about this? Last year, Degree changed the formula for their Cool Rush deodorant. Their fans rebelled and wanted the old scent back. And Degree listened. That doesn't happen often.
They admitted that they effed up and are bringing the original Cool Rush scent back. And it's exactly how you remember it. Cool, crisp, and fresh. There's a reason it's the #1 men's antiperspirant. And it's back in Walmart, Target, and other stores for under $4.
So try it and see what the fuss is about. Head to your local stores to try the OG Cool Rush for yourself.
If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.